I just want to know where you stand on the moves that are being made, just like as like a grand encompassing um, like thought, because we haven't really talked about it, you and I. I mean, the text with me, you, and our dad is just like lost Robert Woods, lost Johnny Hecker. Like it's
Yep.
just they're just getting like pulled from us. So it's yeah, it's crazy.
I think it's a great question. The thought that, and it's anything less than business as usual. It's just how it is with this team now. I think the changes that they've made, it's not decisions that are made with their heart, right? When they see that a player is coming up on a contract, or they see a player is coming up on age, or they're coming off of an injury, they see an opportunity to upgrade a position. I would consider Allen Robinson an upgrade, considering how the Rams offense has migrated towards pass heavy, towards extending the field away from the run, especially in the Super Bowl. So I think these moves, right, while your heart's so involved and invested in these players, you have to have faith and confidence in the fact that the front office is just going to be able to find the next move, the next player, to be able to get us over the hump. And every single move that they've made over the last 3-4 seasons have eventually gotten us into the position where we won a Super Bowl. So I have full confidence and trust in the fact that they're seeing Robert Woods' statistics. They see the digression. They saw statistics after 9 games. It was like 554 yards and 4 touchdowns. So they're just evaluating pure progression. I think when your heart's invested and you see the decision come down, you get the alert on Twitter, it's a little bit nauseating, similar to how we were recording the podcast 2 years ago and Todd Gurley was cut. Your initial gut reaction is sad, but as you kind of transition to the next phase, I think there's a lot to kind of look at, especially with this team. It's not a consistent mediocre team, right? Where in previous years, it felt like if they were to make a big move, they weren't going to be able to come back from that or make moves around it that were going to be able to provide the full picture or going to be able to put together a team that could go to the playoffs. I feel like they're so strategic and they think through every single decision that has been made. And Robert Woods has been talked about in trade rumors in previous weeks and previous months. So it shouldn't come as a massive surprise.
No, I mean, after the signing of the Allen Robinson, I mean, you got to think things are, the landscape of the team is going to change. Unfortunate because I actually didn't think that. Like I was kind of living in like a bliss, like, oh, we're gonna have Woods, Cup, Robinson, and then OBJ is gonna come in November. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's just not the case, and it's hard to talk about it like it's a business when like the assets are humans.
Yep,
in a
sure.
way, because on one hand you're like, oh well, he's coming off of an ACL tear. Like, we don't know what we're going to get from him. We just won without him. Yep. So, but then again, on the same time, like I mean, for those that are just listening, I'm repping Bobby Trees right now. He's been my favorite Ram since he signed on to the team. USC guy. Yeah, I mean, like it hurts. And at the very least, I'm happy they were able to communicate with him and get him to a team that is a contender and is somewhere that, is like a run heavy team. So that blocking and like his skills are going to be utilized well under that regime. I did hear talks that Detroit was offering stuff for him, and I was like, that would have made it feel better for me. But
and there was another one, and I checked out the local market, and the Philadelphia Eagles made a huge push for Robert Woods.
Yeah, but like he was probably like, look, I don't want to go somewhere where I'm not playing football in January.
They accommodated the destination that Robert Woods wanted to go to, and alongside of that, they put him in the best possible position for his career to progress in the right direction. I think from a human standpoint, from a human asset standpoint, that is the most that you can do in that perspective. And I think that's what they did. I think they evaluated it. They talked to him as a person. They wanted to understand where his destination should be. But Nick, to your point, your heart is invested. We're wearing Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods. It's our generation's version of Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce, right? And it's everybody else's generation that's up and coming as a Rams fan. that's where their heart lies. You know, it's not necessarily with Odell Beckham Jr. quite yet, because they weren't the tandem that brought the Los Angeles Rams to where they are today.